everybody, it's Courtney from How Courtney Sees It. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do my February TBR. So I thought, because February is like the month of love and it's Valentine's Day and it's all kinds of goodness, that I would read books that other people love. So I sort of low-key, not low-key, very high-key, stalked a bunch of YouTubers' videos and found recent books that they have loved and made a TBR out of it. Some of these I have physically, some of them are ebooks, some of them are coming from Amazon Prime, and some are requested from the library. So I'm gonna have a lot of book titles popped up, but first I need to pause and delete footage off my camera because it's saying the camera is full. Hold on. I feel like I'm closer than I was before. I don't know. And the people in the apartment above me decided that now it's time to move because I'm filming. Anyway, my camera did a thing and I got distracted and I started reading and it got a little spicy. So, just TBR. We're doing the TBR. Okay, so what I was saying was, since February is the month of love, I thought I would look up YouTubers' favorite books. So I went through and I was just clicking like some people that I actually am subscribed to and some people that I wasn't subscribed to, but I am now, or like I just was like clicking through and finding different things from different people. And so I have a little list here. And like I said, some stuff's coming from Amazon, some stuff is on like Hoopla or Libby or Overdrive, and some stuff is like on Kindle edition or whatever. And then I have a couple books paper copy. So we should start. So the first book is Daisy Jones and the Six, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was on a lot of people's like favorites of the year, and it was definitely on Emma Books and Mackenzie Lane's. Those two I wrote down that it was on theirs for sure. It could have been on more than theirs that was on this list, but those were the ones that I saw. Okay, the next book is The Unhoneymooners, which is coming from Amazon. I just purchased it, struggling. And this was from Sam, which is Thoughts on Tomes. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. But I love her channel. I'll link everybody that I'm talking about down below too, so you guys can follow them if you want to. But this is super cute. Like the premise of this is like really cute. It's like they end up going on a honeymoon like because everyone else in the wedding is sick, and it's like the bride, one of the bridesmaids and groomsmen or something like that, I can't remember, like a cousin, and they like don't like each other, but they go on this honeymoon and then they end up like falling in love. That's the kind of shit I like, so very excited about that. And then the next one is Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is by Casey McCuiston, I feel. And this was on Stories for Coffee and Jewelry from Pages and Pens. And I feel like a lot of people, this was on their favorites for the year, but this is just like an enemies to lovers trope thing that I love. The president is a woman of the United States. Like, I'm down for that. And it's just, I know everyone knows the the synopsis for that one, so I'm not gonna talk to you about it because everybody knows. But I'm very excited about that one. That one is also coming from Amazon because I needed it in my life. Next is Circe by Madeline Miller. This was on Stories for Coffee and Sam from Thoughts on Tome. Both of them had that on theirs. And this is like I don't know if it's Circe or Circe, if it's just how it's written, but it's like the story, her story, and it sounded super interesting. And then next is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This was also from Julie by Pages and Pens. So basically this like young woman has a bad breakup, and so during the holiday time her family everyone sets her up on a date, so she goes on 10 blind dates, and it's like a love story that way, and it just sounds really cute. And I just like, who doesn't want to read a Christmas romance in the middle of January or in February? I want to, so we're doing it. I'm doing it. It's my TBR. I can do what I want. And then the next book is A Curse So Dark and Lonely, which I actually have in front of me. Wha-bam. And this is by Bridget Kmerner. I'm gonna never say her name right, and I'm not even sorry. I feel like this was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I might be making that up. I'm not sure. there's a curse and it's got to be broken, and there's a prince, and then there's something else, and it's very like, yeah. So this one, I'm very hyped. Did I say who was this one? This was from Little Book Owl. This was on her list. And then nextly, that's a word I just made up, is The Wicked King by Holly Black, and that was on Mackenzie Lane's list and Chandler Ainsley's list. And I did just read The Cruel Prince during January because I could not help myself and flew through it, was obsessed, and cannot wait to read The Wicked King. So that's happening, definitely. The next book is Supernova, which I'm actually going to be reading Renegades because Supernova is like the third book and I haven't read any of them by Melissa Meyer. So I'm going to start with Renegades and just count Renegades as like that favorite. This is from Bookables. And then moving, we're going at a quick pace here. We're going at a quick pace. I feel like you guys know that those books have been out for a while. So it's like a superheroes versus supervillains situation. And it's like a dual point of view book. I love me a good superhero book, so we're ready. We're ready for it. And Marissa Myers and I, we have a kinship because our names are really similar. Our last names, not our first names. That would be confusing. Next book is Sparrow Hill Road by Shauna Maguire, and this was also from Julie from Pages and Pens, and she was telling the synopsis, which honestly I don't even remember what it was, but she was saying it in her videos as I'm like doing this list and doing like two other things. I'm like doing my bullet journal and like watching all these videos and writing books down, and it sounded so good. So I put it on the list. It's happening. And then the last one is Avatar The Search, which is a comic, which was from Little Book Owl also, and I am like a sucker in my soul for Avatar The Last Airbender. Zatara forever. Okay, anyway, moving on to a couple books that are not on this list, but I know I'm going to read in February. First of all is Elite by Kira Cass. This is the second book in the selection series, and I know in my heart that I'm going to fly through this and read it in a day like I read the selection. So that's happening. And then also, I picked this up in January from the library and haven't started it yet, so I definitely need to read it or return it. And that's Rubbery by Ryan LaSala, and this is Ryan is somebody I follow on Twitter and potentially Bookstagram. I don't know, definitely Twitter though. So I've like watched the whole process of him like publishing and like going through like his book tour and everything. It's super exciting and very, very cool. So I wanted to read this bad boy. Plus it's super pretty. Big fan of the cover. Big fan. Honestly, all I know about this book is that there are drag queens, and it's like, that's really all I know. I don't remember the full synopsis, but I know I could read it on the inside cover. But I don't want to spoil it for myself. So we're going to read this too. If there's any books that you love down below, put them in the comments. I would love to know, and I can add them to my TBR. Depending on how this goes and like how stuff becomes available like at the library or whatever, I might be switching in different books. So the wrap up for this TBR might be vastly different than the TBR, but for right now this is the plan, and hopefully it works. That's like the best of my ideas. It's like, okay, we got the plan, let's see what happens. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, you know? But that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to hang out with me anywhere else on the internet, it's all down below in the description box, as well as the subscribe button is down there too. You can hang out with me there on my channel, see my face more often. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everybody.